Wow, it's no way you can wow it so you can know if you wow or not. That river you couldn't tell. If you was a wow, you do you wow it, you was clean.
I was thinking, we didn't have no way to tell that.
I wanted to know if the story is true that y'all truly did have to pick out the fight over the piece of fat in the pork and beans.
Oh.
I want to know. My dad told me that y'all fought, boys fought over the piece of fat in the pork
I
and
guess we
beans.
did. We fought on it.
You know, that is the sad part of it. He told so darn much stuff. The girls and I did not know what to
I
believe.
know,
Oh,
we sure
well,
did.
yeah, that's the way it always was with Grandpa
We never
too.
knew what to believe.
And Grandpa was the biggest mumbler, don't you, of everybody? And you know, and there were so many.
You knew what it was.
Right, when he really wanted to make a point, he told you, and you knew exactly what he said. But you know, yesterday I was thinking, you know, if I get up there and say anything, I'd be just like David. You know, because so many times my whole life, all I had to do is I just kept looking at them, like, would you just tell me what he just said? And then Grandpa would say, and I'd just nod. That was our understanding, just nodding, and they were so funny.
Yeah.
But everything was a story. You never knew what to believe. And he'd always get you going. They all did, didn't they?
What about,
You still do.
yeah, I always hear this one about Daddy and Uncle Dick and Uncle Hughes and Uncle Chuck going to the ball games and going to the fights and then pretending to fights. What was that story about? Was you involved in that one?
Thank you.
Go and having fake wrestling fights and they get blood out all over, scaring everybody?
I don't know. I don't know. I used to go to them fights, but I didn't see no blood. I was referee.
Evelyn Keith.
I was referee. Everybody thought this serious, you know. Well, hell, them wrestlers ain't serious. They fake stuff, you know.
Well, what about, was it an FHA or FH?
No, it's
No, I don't.
Woodman.
Okay.
The Woodman were.
Just talking about the wheels. I know where we got the
And
idea.
well, in that Woodman business, we had
She had that idea. That's
had
what they
a
did.
place, we was having a play down at the
So what was her
Ardmore.
point? What was her point?
And,
Was she upset about it?
No.
We went down to Ardmore and there wasn't nobody there.
Because they use
And,
it in their family.
There's no gal with us, you know. She's,
Well, how'd she know anything about that?
that's that old
She
fellow,
went
what
out
was
to
his
the
name?
cemetery today.
I can't think
She
of,
wants me to keep
uh,
it in a bag. She said
Is,
you don't need to pay for that every time.
anyway, she
the hell?
said,
It's
we ain't doing no
crazy.
good, so I'm a good man to get up here on the
When you
table.
don't know a person,
And they
you
call
know,
you
for
in
instance,
nothing.
and we know that our lives, I would have definitely gone with the Wilson Leland, you know. Oh, yeah. You know, just shove them in the wall.
I've heard that from Daddy. I always wanted his shoes on, cause
Yeah.
why?
Well, I know why.
Well, I don't have my hoe, but I reckon my burial is paid for, my dress I'm supposed to be buried in is in a plastic bag
So having
already.
this thing, and walking, didn't walk.
Everything.
You couldn't walk on the
Well,
rock.
good for you. I decided I wasn't gonna put girls through anything like that.
Well, boy, I tell you, that Aunt Mamie was an organized one on this
She
stuff.
had pretty
Yeah.
old.
And she was unbelievable on her. I mean, for the first Christmas after Aunt Mamie died, they got in there their stuff and she had everything labeled and what their menu was to be and everything.
Wow.
She is unbelievable lady.
That's why I quit the railroad.
Honey, you want another beer?
Oh, are you on the railroad too?
Daylight, yeah.
Why? Uncle
It's
Dick
amazing.
was.
I got there,
You know.
cut this right away for about, she was like a 24 hours a day, but hard. Had the saw rod blade with a, cut the right away.
Yeah.
And man, and now, cause I was young, all these older people, they was probably 30 years old, and I was probably 16 at that time. But they made me carry them water and all that kind of crap, ice water, you know, they had these big old. And I was a digger for this extra gang,
Yeah.
that's what it was. Well, I never did like to be a damn nigger for nobody. Be about 3 months on railroad.
Figure that
And
out.
I didn't climb up a ladder too fast, so they kept me down. It was, as I call a nigger, I was doing the dirty work. It was just hard, they did a lot harder. And then she'd get them guys ice water, it's 25 gallons.
You have enough to
What
go
do
through
they have
down
to do
there?
with
Too
that?
damn, well, I would like it through the store.
Sure.
Yes.
Do that all
Yeah.
day long.
He got me
When you come
told.
home and Mamie and Barney, they were cooks on the railroad also. He worked like one of them too. And Mamie,
You do that?
your mama, she worked like one too. But when I come home in there at night on this, I wasn't even, when I come in at night off this damn crew, they had this little old go-kart deal on the railroad. And I wish we could have went 100 miles so I could sit there and just get my breath and cool off. It's so hot. We'd come in there about sundown. And of course, Mamie, she'd been cooking all day, hotter than hell, no cooling system, no nothing. Fed about, I don't know, 20, 30, 40 people, I don't know.
Yeah.
On this damn deal.
30, I think.
She worked like a
29.
dog too.
I did not know.
And old
I
Barney,
did not
as soon as he got off, he'd go and help Mamie. Well, as soon as I got off,
Go over and help.
Younger brother, you get in here and help me. You know, see this, you can do this, you peel this, you can, they run me, you know.
Ragged all day long.
They worked, but I didn't do very much, but every little bit I didn't figure I had to do, but I'd worked for the railroad company, not no cook. I'd eat all I could eat, had a good cook, oh, Mamie could lay it on there, man, they Barney and Mamie could lay on the damn table, but we got through, I had to wash them damn dishes. Well, I left home because
And maybe we let you go.
What's your damn deal?
yeah, I'm not kidding. And then, your facilities then was completely different yesterday. You had to carry water, you had a little water tank on this box car, and you run out of that, you had to send it off to another load. Everything was just bad. You know, it was worse than home, you know, and that was bad.
Is that what made you decide to come to California?
Go back home and tell the mom and dad I'm going back to school. I had a year to go in high school.
I told you I put a bunch of
I
fellas
got
Yeah, you got down to Chris.
They sent me back. I
Got
went
my
to high
son
school
out
for
there.
about my senior year there, and my cousin, Popcorn Radio, Robbie,
Yeah.
was my algebra teacher. Well, goddamn, I was about as smart as she was now. And she got to picking on me, make me put all these problems on the board and draw a profile of everything and explain everything I did. Well, they pissed me off. See, I
He
was
wasn't very.
a stupid young man. And, but I ain't putting up with this crap no more. She's always gonna tell me, ain't law enough to charge you. If I give her any, you know, it was a relation. I was smarter than she thought I was. But she always after me, and she said, if you come to me, Joel, if you come to school, you're gonna learn, you're gonna do as I say. Well, I didn't like that. No.
Back nut.
I ain't
Yeah.
nothing you say, you can kiss my ass. Well, that's wrong. But anyway, that went on, and I finally made up my mind, I'm gonna have to get out of here because that's World War II was going on, and things were bad then anyway.
How old were you when World War II started?
I was smart, that youngster, knew everything, didn't know nothing, but I thought I knew it. But that's why I basically, and I had no way to get out. I had to walk from town to Waynesboro if I got out. Or ride a horse. Well, I didn't. When I got to Waynesboro, I didn't want to tie a horse up all night, so I got to walk. There wasn't no transportation. And Dad knew he wasn't gonna buy no car. Hey, you buy no good old car for a couple $100 some days. I
That's
knew
a lot of
that.
money.
I said, I'll work in the sawmill. I'll do anything. You just co-signed it. Because he knew what he was doing. I thought he was against me, but Dad knows what he did. He had a bunch of kids he had to feed, and he didn't want his 50 cents and his dollars. He wasn't even giving to me. And, well, I got fed up with it all, working like a dog. I farmed a couple of years when all my brothers got going. I was the oldest. I said, well, I can make it on my own, just as good as I can at home. And I lived there, and I couldn't.
Dick and Fern.
Dick and Fern.
Come in,
On Main
these
Street.
ankles were swollen like this.
And I went over and I
You
held
come
over.
out here without, you hitchhiked or whatever, had to get out here.
I came here in 45, thereabouts.
How did you get out here?
I wrote a check on my daddy.
Oh.
$80. Cost me $37 to come to California. And I wrote a check on my dad, which I knew that was wrong, but I said, forgive me, old Lord, that when I get there and I get a job, I will repay you. And I was here in 46. In 46, Fern and Dick took me back. He bought a new car in 46. They took me back, and I give Mom and them $740. I worked out here for Hughes in the field. Oh, I was nigger rich, hell. Mom and them won't take it. Because I only owed them about $80 I wrote a check on. Dad had $500. I don't know how much that, but anyway, old man Yaz were out there at the bank.
Yeah.
And them people were stupid them days. They were worse off than I was. I just wrote down, signed Dad's name to it. There was no question. Just filled out off running goddamn. I had a pocket full of goddamn money. And I walked.
And I asked her, I said, well, maybe
You know where Clayton used to live out there over what's that hill they call? I walked out there and caught the ground buck because I was afraid to catch it in town. Afraid Dad grabbed me by the ass. And I walked all the way out there and I flagged the greyhound buck down and she stopped her. And I'd never been out of Wayne County. I was a stupid idiot. I was just a punk kid. Really didn't know nothing. I hadn't been out of Wayne County. I would have been up to Lewisburg there for a time or two, but didn't know nothing. But I thought I knew. And I came to California, got down here to Los Angeles, and a queer got after me.
I didn't think it made queers back in time.
Yeah, it had them been made. That's this is World War II going on. It was about ended.
Mm.
It was still going on.
You weren't in World War II? I thought you was in World War
No, I was Marcos and Avich out here. I worked with him, and he signed that they needed to do an agriculture business for us in the deal. And he would fix it up. I worked from Hughes, and I stayed with them, and they were, at that time, I was making 80 cents an hour. Shit, no taxes, and I was working 12, 14 hours a day.
Well, you had more money you could
Worked
spend.
7 days a week. Well, I worked there about 6, 7 months. Hell, I wasn't used to work. We always took off Saturday and Sunday back home if it was in the farming, The Lord rested on that one day. It was a church, And the Lord didn't let you rest. He said, it's a different world out here, bro. And if you come here, you gotta work every day whenever they need you. You can't take off and run around these girls. I was an old teenage girl. I was a teenager myself. I worked with all the high school kids here in Atlanta. Well, I become a hero with them because I had money, picking up these kids and trying to lay out all night long and work 12, 14 hours. But between Dick and Hughes, they guided me the right way. They let me know you can't do what you're thinking about. And Dick threatened my life several times. And he kicked my ass a few times. But I let him get away with it because he was bigger than I was. He was a man, I was a kid. I didn't like that. And I moved out here with Hughes and Ruth.
See, look at all this.
Was y'all, Uncle Dick and Uncle Hughes were out here? Who was there others? When did,
Dick and Hughes
Well,
was
now,
here.
I do
was Doyle already out here?
Doyle was here, but he was a
We brought him out here.
bars, high time.
Okay.
Well, breakfast this morning,
He lived hard and fast himself.
Uncle Doyle
They
did?
kind of controlled me. I worked for Dick
was it cake
or, out the field for Hughes, so they had me over the bar. Well, I didn't mind working. I like to make money, but I like a little free time. I didn't have very much, did I?
And then there's some
I didn't have
beans.
much free time.
No.
You take some beans?
And that's the way I got started in life, and I give my brother a big credit
I mean.
for what I'm at today.
How- You worked for Marcos and Uncle Hughes and them for how long? When did you start over with the water?
Well, in the 1950, last of 1950, Dick, I told him I was gonna quit all this damn hard work, but I started working this 12 days. 7 days a week, 12 hours a night, 7 days a week. I worked that. Hell, I got tired of that crap. Scared to death if they put me up here with a bunch of goddamn bums and hobos back in those rough. Took off and trained. Hell, they just in the knife you.
What'd you do, pick grapes?
I was in this big cold storage. In fact, I helped build the first commercial cold storage in this valley. The other one, about 4 or 5 months. I built that and I night watched there and when I started after there a couple of months, they gave me a gun about that long, a long pistol. But I carried on. I felt pretty good about that. I was scared to death.
Was you a night watchman?
Yeah. I was night watchman.
The hard thing.
I put the clock at all.
So that's not even
The railroad coming all around the cold storage. But that was big business them days. You know, things it is today. Then it was big, but it's much bigger today.
Yeah.
But I decided, well, I'm not gonna work at this all my life. So I studied to be a refrigeration man. Mark was
Like you said, you'll take
huge
them
help
down
me.
there for.
Got to school and was going to be a refrigeration man. Well, I like about commercial refrigeration, but there was still too many hours involved. I didn't want the responsibility of a lot. So Dick, this deal was formed back in 1938 when I worked out there. All these things was coming in and directors had formed directors and city councils and what have you to run the thing. We were tied in with the state and the federal government. They were at that time. I didn't hell. I worked for a year. I didn't know who the hell I was working for.
You're working for the water. What was it, water?
The federal government. That's the water base. So in 1951, they kept me, really actually helped me get the job.
Well, what did Uncle Dick do back then?
Dick run for Pete Rothstein. He was a manager for about 25 or 30 years for Pete Rothstein in the bar business.
People lost their
Yeah, he knew everybody. That was back when the population wasn't like it is today. But all the bigger class of people was going to these bars. Drinks were 40 cents a highball, and now they're $1.50. And, you know, times. So he worked there, and Pete Rothstein finally went out of business, and people wanted to sell him a business. He didn't want to do nothing for his boss, so Dick went into business for himself. That's called a seller.
When did that happen?
That happened
1956.
in the middle 50s, wasn't it?
56.
Yeah. And Dick's had a rough time in there, and I've helped him out a lot in there, and he's helped me. He's helped me,
Oh, I did, because
well,
I told him, I said, look, I said,
well, I need you to help.
try to hear this as good as I can down
That's
there.
good.
So Uncle Dick had a hard time at Fern in the cellar? Was the business rough or something, or what?
Well, that, you know, you just put up with all that crap. And then him working nights, and I was working days, and it just wasn't a good life.
Let me ask you, did Mama and Papa, Uncle Barney, did they talk about blacks like y'all do?
Yeah, well, that's all we know.
I mean, but did they not like them? I can't imagine.
No, yeah, we like them, it's all right, they just call them niggas.
We like to call them niggas.
That's all everybody knows.
That's all we ever knew.
That's all we ever knew. People now fuss me about calling them niggas. I don't care.
Another thing.
But I work for Queen City, and I have to get every Monday morning. I have to call time in, and I tell them if that woman is taking time, I say I want to turn in me and these other niggers time. She said, you better not call them niggers up here. I said, we call them anything we won't do down here.
You know what I've noticed? The ones in Tennessee, the brothers went to Uncle Barney, and the ones in California went to Dick.
Yeah.
That's what happened. Because Uncle Dick was the oldest one out here, all the boys went to him out here, and you were the oldest, and you took care of the younger ones in
I
Tennessee.
guess so, I don't know.
Because I hear all the stories about you
That's what happened.
helping all these brothers out.
Vern, you have really been stuck with more of them than anybody has.
Well, I have a few.
Happy. Well, all right, you came out here cause, Uncle Dick come out here cause Uncle Hughes.
Yeah.
Why did Uncle Hughes go back to Tennessee?
Why didn't he?
Why did he? Why did he? Why didn't he stay
Oh,
out
you mean
here?
in 58 when he moved back?
Is that when he moved back in 58?
Yeah. Well, I've heard that Ruth was jealous of the women out here.
Really?
Bar, what's it? Hughes was
See if they
tending
did
bar.
that too.
And she didn't like that.
I didn't know
Oh,
that.
I didn't know that.
I never heard that Ruth say that, but that's
What now?
that she was jealous of the girls out here, you know, in the bar.
Aunt Ruth.
Oh, really? Yeah. Oh, well, now somebody told me that
But I never heard Ruth say
I
that.
don't know who told me, said that was why they came.
Yeah.
What's that, Uncle Joel?
Yeah, really.
Joel might know.
Why did Uncle Hughes come back from California to Tennessee?
What's that?
Why did Uncle Hughes come back from California to Tennessee in 58?
Why did he come back?
Why did he?
Oh, he came back in 58. I helped move him back there in 1958.
Why?
Why?
Why did
He retired. He did not want to work no more, and he and Ruth decided to go back there and build him a home. Which he didn't have a lot of money at that time. He probably had $20,000-$30,000 saved up.
Whoa,
I'd say.
20,000, I think, on
That was
this.
in the
that's a lot.
58.
Yeah, it is.
Well, at that time, that was a lot of money. If things had stayed the same, it would have been a lot better. But hell, he went home and within a 2-year period, well, things started boomeranging. I mean, it flew up fast. Yeah. So the value of a dollar, you had a little money then, but it didn't mean nothing. And each year it got worse. Well, he spent a bigger part of his money building a home. Well, but after he committed himself, and he was talking about somebody needs to take care of Dad and them anyway. Eventually, he said somebody's gonna have to take care of him. And Dad gave him the property, and he thought, well, I'm gonna give him a simple big home and be through with it.
So in 58, he'd have been about 48, something like that.
58? No, he was
47. He was born in about 1914, 1915.
Hughes was getting in bad health.
Listening to stories.
At 48?
Well, them days, he hadn't worked in several years here. He drove a pickup. He was a foreman, superintendent of Woods. This big operator still, his boy
Marcos.
still operating here, one of the bigger growers in this whole area here. A multi-millionaire, owned property all over the world and shipped fruit and vegetables all over the world, not just the United States, but overseas. Big operator. He was the only superintendent he had. And I guess he did probably what they're doing today, a 10-man job. But of course, time has changed, they got things broken up in little sections and they more precise what they're doing. But he was overseeing everything because he was come out of here, he started from scratch and he knew the vineyard. He knew how to prune, what to make them grow, how to cultivate them, and he worked up to superintendent real fast. He had hundreds of people working under him. And he kept off, he's kind of like me, he kept reckoning his shirt pocket. But he got back trouble riding that old 40, that old farm, remember, they bought him a new 46 Dodge pickup, that little short bit, nice pickup. I thought, well, if I could have one of them days, I didn't know how many shit it's all cost. He said, that thing would kill my back. I couldn't figure out why. He was such a strong man, riding in that damn pickup all day, complaining about them tires, back killing him, Man, hell, I got to do no hard labor. Hell, I work 12 hours, I go gal around all the rest of the night. But, well, that's one of the weaknesses, but that's one thing why he retired as early as he did. He had back trouble, he got his beam out of damn pickup in these fields and what have you. For work, he did he used his brain for other people, he told them what to do. But why he actually retired, he got his bad health in his back, and he had hemorrhoids real
Yes,
bad.
they
He
just
was
won't-
going to take off now. Him and Ruth had nobody. Before they went back there a year or so, they planned on it. Junior came along and midlife for Ruth and had him, and I think that's what probably caused him to be like he was, really. But anyway, he went back there and
So you went with the water. What do you do with the water? What did you do? You just retired here. What?
Don't get,
Well,
don't
it's
get
like
started on that.
Hell, I want to know all this stuff.
water bank, it's just like
Oh,
probably
no.
in your own business. I don't know what the hell you do. It really couldn't care less.
Well,